Hey, 49ers faithful. Today, we're diving deep into all the latest developments surrounding our San Francisco 49ers as we prepare for one of the most crucial matchups of the season. The team is heading into Cleveland this Sunday to face the Browns, and there's a lot to unpack, from injuries to breakout performances that have completely shifted expectations. On the defensive side, the Browns bring an incredibly formidable challenge with Myles Garrett, who has already racked up 18 sacks this year. The pressure will be immense on Brock Purdy as he looks to rebound from a difficult outing on Monday Night Football against the Panthers, where he faced some struggles and turnovers. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders is stepping in for his second career start at quarterback for the Browns, which adds an unpredictable dynamic to the matchup. The combination of emerging players and veteran threats on both sides makes this a game every Niners fan is watching closely, and it sets the stage for some pivotal moments that could define the season for San Francisco. One of the most surprising stories leading into this week is the emergence of third-year safety Ji'Ayir Brown, who has completely transformed expectations with his recent performances. Going into the season, the pressure was on him. It was the penultimate year of his contract, and the team had high hopes for him to seize a major role. Yet, early on, he wasn't even starting, with rookie Marasigal and Jason Pinnock taking the snaps at safety. Brown had been battling injuries throughout training camp and at the start of the season, which limited his early opportunities, but as the weeks have progressed, he's steadily taken on more playing time. His performance on Monday Night Football against the Panthers was nothing short of sensational, arguably the best of his professional career. He recorded 2 interceptions at crucial moments, one in the red zone and another when the Panthers were threatening to seize momentum. Both plays showcased not only his anticipation, but also his ability to read the quarterback and react instantly, turning potential scoring opportunities into defensive stops for the 49ers. The red zone interception in particular highlighted his football intelligence and positioning. As Bryce Young rolled right, Brown initially appeared to be closing in to tackle him, only to drop back at the perfect moment and snatch the ball from the air. The second interception demonstrated his deep safety instincts, reading Young's eyes and making a decisive move to intercept the pass. What makes Brown's rise even more compelling is the versatility he brings to the position. During his college days at Penn State, he was used in a variety of roles, playing deep safety, near the line of scrimmage, and even in big nickel packages. The 49ers have leveraged this flexibility throughout the season, using him in big nickel formations and various safety rotations. While his rookie year showed flashes of potential, and he did step in effectively when Talino Hwanga was sidelined, the start of this season was rocky. Many questioned whether he could live up to expectations, but recent weeks suggest he may finally be turning a corner. Kyle Shanahan and defensive coordinator Robert Saleh have both praised his adaptability and steady improvement, noting that the combination of injuries and inconsistent snaps early in the year had slowed his development. Now, with consistent playing time and a clear role in both safety and nickel schemes, Brown has started to prove that he could be a key contributor to the defense and potentially an impact player for years to come, especially given that he remains an affordable piece under the rookie contract structure. His recognition as NFC Defensive Player of the Week, following his dominant performance against Carolina, is a testament to his growth and resilience, and it marks a major turning point in his career. However, the 49ers are facing some significant challenges on the injury front as they prepare for the Browns. Linebacker Tatum Bethune is sidelined with a high ankle sprain and is expected to miss some time, removing a key component from the defensive front. Defensive end Sam Okwanu also suffered a high ankle sprain in the game against the Panthers, which will limit his availability for at least a couple of weeks, according to Shanahan. These absences further strain a pass rush that has already struggled this season, compounded by the fact that Nick Bose is out for the year. Fred Warner, while an elite off-ball linebacker, is not primarily a pass rusher, so the team will need other players to step up to maintain pressure on opposing quarterbacks. On a more positive note, Robert Beal has returned to practice after being cleared from concussion protocol, which could provide some stability to the defense. Meanwhile, key offensive contributors such as Brandon Ayuk, Yetur Gross-Matos, and Jacob Cowing have not opened up the practice window this week, as Shanahan continues to carefully manage their recovery from prior injuries. Gross Matos, in particular, has faced a series of setbacks due to knee and hamstring issues, but Shanahan believes he could return following the team's bye week. These injury updates paint a mixed picture for the Niners as they prepare for the Browns, highlighting both the hurdles and opportunities that lie ahead. In addition to injury news, the team made a strategic move by signing veteran linebacker Eric Kendricks to the practice squad. Kendricks, a player with extensive NFL experience and over 9 consecutive seasons recording more than 100 tackles, brings much-needed depth and consistency to the linebacker core. His history with the 49ers organization, coupled with his durability and leadership on the field, makes this signing a particularly smart move, especially given the team's current linebacker shortages. In contrast, previous signings such as Devontre Campbell failed to meet expectations both on and off the field, underscoring the importance of adding a proven veteran like Kendricks at a critical juncture in the season. With Fred Warner out and Tatum Bethune sidelined, Kendricks could very well see significant playing time and even start in the upcoming game against the Browns, providing experience and stability to a unit that has faced significant challenges this season. All of these developments set the stage for a pivotal stretch in the 49ers season. From Ji'Ayir Brown's breakout defensive performances to the strategic addition of Kendricks, and from the injury struggles of key players to the highly anticipated matchup against the Browns team led by Myles Garrett and Shader Sanders. This week promises high stakes, excitement, and potentially season-defining moments. The Niners' ability to adapt, overcome injuries, and leverage emerging talent like Brown will be critical as they push through a tough schedule and aim to remain competitive in the NFC. Fans are closely watching every detail, from practice reports to depth chart adjustments, knowing that every snap and every play could have a major impact on the team's fortunes. As the matchup approaches, there's a sense of anticipation and cautious optimism, with the hope that recent developments signal a turning point, particularly on the defensive side of the ball, and that the 49ers can continue building momentum toward the final stretch of the season. As we continue to break down the Niners situation heading into this matchup, it's impossible to ignore the evolving dynamics on both sides of the ball. On offense, Brock Purdy's ability to bounce back from recent struggles will be pivotal. Against the Panthers, Purdy faced intense pressure, forced into hurried throws, and made some mistakes that the defense capitalized on. However, what stood out was his composure under fire and his ability to maintain focus even when plays broke down. Purdy has shown throughout his career that he can adjust, read defenses, and make quick decisions, and with Cleveland presenting a formidable front line, his agility and awareness will be tested like never before. The Niners' offensive line will need to hold up against Myles Garrett, one of the league's most relentless pass rushers. Every snap is going to be a chess match, and Purdy's ability to manipulate the pocket, make quick throws, and trust his wide receivers will be the difference between a controlled game and a turnover-filled disaster. The emergence of Ji'Ayir Brown on the defensive side adds an interesting layer to the team's identity, showing that the 49ers are starting to find answers in areas where depth and consistency have been long sought. Defensively, the team faces significant questions about its pass rush. With Sam Okwonu and Tatum Bethune sidelined, the burden on remaining defensive linemen and linebackers increases dramatically. Kyle Shanahan's approach has emphasized situational awareness and disciplined assignments, but even the best schemes can struggle without key players on the field. Fred Warner's absence is also keenly felt. While his coverage and tackling ability are unmatched, the team misses his pressure on quarterbacks and his leadership in directing younger players. In this environment, the integration of Eric Kendricks is timely. Kendricks' experience and understanding of NFL offenses allow him to step into high-pressure situations and contribute immediately. His ability to read plays pre-snap, anticipate offensive adjustments, and rally the unit on the fly could be exactly what the Niners need to bridge the gap while recovering from injuries. Kendricks is a seasoned veteran who has faced some of the league's best offensive lines and quarterbacks over the years, which makes him a reliable addition as the 49ers navigate this challenging stretch of games. Meanwhile, the Browns' quarterback Shader Sanders presents an unpredictable challenge. With limited starts in his career, he represents both an opportunity and a risk for the Niners defense. Defenders must stay disciplined, maintain assignments, and avoid overcommitting, as Sanders' mobility and ability to extend plays could exploit aggressive coverage. The combination of Brown's recent emergence and disciplined play from the secondary could be the X factor, particularly if they continue to generate turnovers in high-leverage moments. San Francisco's defensive scheme has increasingly relied on versatility and adaptability, and players like Brown exemplify that philosophy. As the season has unfolded, the coaching staff has experimented with personnel groupings, using big nickel packages and rotating safeties to create mismatches and confuse opposing quarterbacks. This strategic flexibility has allowed the Niners to respond to injuries and performance inconsistencies, though the margin for error remains thin given the depleted roster. On the offensive side, wide receivers and tight ends must step up to provide reliable targets for Purdy, especially given the anticipated pressure from Garrett and other Browns pass rushers. Every route, every timing window, and every read will be crucial. The offensive line, despite dealing with injuries and personnel shifts, will need to maintain cohesion and communication under relentless pressure. Kyle Shanahan's offense thrives on timing, motion, and precision, so disruptions caused by Cleveland's defensive front could have a ripple effect across the entire unit. The running game will also play a critical role. Establishing the run can help mitigate pressure on Purdy and open up the play-action opportunities that Shanahan relies on. It's a delicate balance, and one that requires every piece of the offense to perform in concert. The coaching staff's ability to adapt in real time and make necessary adjustments could determine whether the Niners walk out of Cleveland with momentum or face another frustrating loss. The injury report continues to influence game planning. Brandon Ayuk, Ji'Ayir and Jacob Cowing not opening the practice window suggests careful management to prevent aggravating prior injuries. Gross-Matos in particular has faced a complex recovery path due to knee and hamstring issues, and Shanahan's cautious approach is aimed at ensuring long-term availability rather than rushing a return. This conservative management demonstrates the balancing act required in the NFL, protecting player health while striving to maintain competitiveness. The bye week following this game provides a strategic recovery period, offering the team a chance to reassess, heal, and prepare for the Tennessee Titans. The Niners coaching staff will likely use film study, individual drills, and targeted conditioning to ensure returning players are fully integrated and ready to contribute immediately after the bye. As we look at special teams, kicker Eddie Pinheiro is also on the injury list with a hamstring issue, which could impact scoring opportunities and field goal reliability. Every element of the game matters when margins are slim, and San Francisco's depth and resilience will be tested across offense, defense, and special teams. Each unit must perform under pressure while adapting to the absences of key players. Fans can expect a game filled with critical moments, strategic adjustments, and individual performances that could swing the outcome in either direction. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what is quickly becoming the talk of the league, Christian McCaffrey, the dynamic running back of the San Francisco 49ers, has reportedly been removed from the roster in a move that has sent shockwaves through NFL circles. Sources close to the situation hint that the decision came after a flurry of behind-the-scenes negotiations, leaving fans and analysts alike scrambling to make sense of the latest developments. McCaffrey, widely regarded as one of the most versatile backs in the game, has been a cornerstone of the 49ers offense, blending explosive speed with the ability to catch passes out of the backfield, making this potential exit all the more stunning. Insiders suggest that the discussions were intense, with multiple teams rumored to have expressed interest in acquiring the star running back. While no official confirmation has emerged from the front office, the whispers around the league suggest that a blockbuster trade could be imminent, reshaping not just the 49ers' backfield, but potentially the balance of power in the NFC. Analysts are already speculating how McCaffrey's departure could impact the 49ers' offensive strategy, particularly given his role in stretching defenses and creating mismatches for opposing linebackers. Fans have taken to social media, expressing a mix of disbelief and curiosity, with hashtags trending that reference both McCaffrey and the 49ers' evolving roster. The uncertainty surrounding his next destination has fueled a frenzy of rumors, with names of multiple franchises circulating in casual chatter and insider reports alike. Could this signal the start of a broader shakeup in the league? Some insiders believe the timing is strategic, suggesting that the 49ers are positioning themselves for a bigger acquisition or to clear cap space, while others argue that McCaffrey's skill set might finally find a new home where he can be the undisputed centerpiece of an offense. While official statements are awaited, the mere possibility of Christian McCaffrey no longer wearing the 49ers jersey has created an electric atmosphere among commentators and fans. One thing is certain: the ripple effects of this move, whether it's a trade, release, or surprise deal, will dominate headlines and conversations for weeks to come. In the ever-shifting landscape of the NFL, this could be one of the most talked-about roster developments of the season, leaving everyone eager to see which team will next call McCaffrey their own. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.